6:25, the joint convention of the Gardner City Council and Gardner School Committee will come to order on Tuesday, January 16th, 2024. The clerk will please call the roll.
Councilor Craig Cormier.
Present.
Councilor Rhonda Cormier.
Present.
Councilor Darren Lowitz.
Present.
Councilor Hardern.
Present.
Councilor Heath.
Present.
Councilor Mack. Councilor Tassone.
Present.
Councilor Thibault Munoz.
Present.
Councilor Tyros.
Present.
President Kazinskas.
Present.
Ms. Cormier.
Present.
Ms. Hurst.
Present.
Mr. Lafreniere.
Present.
Ms. Palavin.
Present.
Mr. Swartz.
Present.
Ms. Ward Layton.
Present.
Mayor Nicholson. Recusing himself. Quorums are present.
Thank you. Mayor Nicholson has recused himself from the proceedings of the convention due to a potential conflict of interest. The purpose of this joint convention is to appoint registered voters of the City of Gardner to serve on the Montechusett Regional Vocational Technical School District School Committee. Chapters 71 and 74 of the General Laws of the Commonwealth state that both the number of representatives and the process for appointment to the committee be as defined in the district agreement for the district. This is the contract signed by all member municipalities. Gardner entered the Monty Tech District Agreement in July of 1965. We will vote this evening to appoint one individual to serve as Gardner's representative to the Monty Tech School Committee for a term of 4 years. I will hereby read the notice of the meeting. Notice of Joint Convention of City Council and Gardner School Committee, Montechusett Regional Vocational Technical School District Committee appointment. The City Council and School Committee will meet in joint convention on Tuesday, January 16th at 6:25 p.m. in the City Council Chamber, room 219, City Hall, to appoint a Gardner resident to serve on the Montechusett Regional Vocational Technical School District Committee for 4 years. Any Gardner registered voter interested in being considered for the position shall submit a letter of interest with qualifications to the City Council and School Committee, delivered to the City Clerk, 95 Pleasant Street, room 121, no later than 12 p.m. on Thursday, January 11th, 2024. T.T. Serafan, City Clerk. As outlined in the rules of the City Council and the School Committee, the nomination procedure will follow Section 46 of Chapter 14 of Robert's Rules of Order. Requirements for appointment outlined under the Third Amendment 1989 to the Montechusett Regional Vocational School District Agreement. The order for this evening's proceedings will be as follows. Nominations from the floor will be recognized. A nomination does not require a second, however, a nomination may be seconded to indicate endorsement. No one may nominate more than one person. If an objection is made until every member wishing to nominate has had an opportunity to do so. If no further nominations are offered, the presiding officer will call for a motion to close nominations. A 2/3 vote is required to close nominations. A majority vote is required to reopen nominations. The City Clerk will call the roll, whereupon each counselor and school committee member shall state the name of the person whom they choose. The nominees receiving a majority vote of those present and voting shall be declared appointed. Further balloting shall be undertaken until someone is appointed. Nominations are hereby open for the appointment of a representative for a term of 4 years. Are there any nominations? Mr. Lafreniere?
I nominate Calvin Brooks.
The nomination is made by John Lafreniere
Second.
and seconded by Councilor Paul Tassone. Are there any other nominations from the floor? Ms. Ward Layton?
I nominate Alexander Commodore. Sorry, thank you.
The nomination is made by Ms. Shannon Ward Layton for Alexander Commodore as a nomination. Are there any other nominations from the floor? Are there any other nominations from the floor? Are there any other nominations from the floor? Hearing none, I will entertain a motion to close nominations. Motion made by Councilor Tassone, seconded by Mr. Schwartz. To close nominations, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Nominations are now closed. I will ask the clerk to please call the roll. When called on, please state the name of the individual that you wish to vote for.
Counselor Craig Cormier,
Alexander Commodore.
Counselor Ronald Cormier,
Calvin Brooks.
Counselor John Lowitz,
Calvin Brooks.
Counselor Hardern,
Calvin Brooks.
Counselor Heath,
Calvin Brooks.
Counselor Tizone,
Calvin Brooks.
Counselor T-Boat Munoz,
Alexander Commodore.
Counselor Tyros,
Calvin Brooks.
President Kaczynskis,
Calvin Brooks.
Ms. Cormier,
Calvin Brooks.
Ms. Hurst,
Calvin Brooks.
Mr. Lafreniere,
Calvin Brooks.
Ms. Plavin,
Calvin Brooks.
Mr. Swartz,
Calvin Brooks.
and Ms. Ward Layton.
Alexander Commodore.
It's 3 votes for Alexander Commodore, 12 votes for Calvin Brooks. Calvin Brooks, having received the requisite majority of vote, has been appointed. We will now take a brief recess so that Calvin Brooks, who has been appointed here this evening, can be sworn in.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Calvin D. Brooks,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
perform the duties of Monty Tech School Committee Member Rep
perform the duties of Monty Tech School Committee Rep
according to the law
according to the law
and the best of my abilities.
and the best of my ability.
Congratulations. The joint convention will come back to order. I will now entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion made by Ms. Plavin, seconded by Ms. Cormier. To adjourn, the clerk will call the roll.
Counselor Craig Cormier,
Yes.
Counselor Ronald Cormier,
Yes.
Counselor John Lowitz,
Yes.
Counselor Hardern,
Yes.
Counselor Heath,
Yes.
Counselor Tizone,
Yes.
Counselor T-Boat Munoz,
Yes.
Counselor Tyros,
Yes.
President Kaczynskis,
Yes.
Ms. Cormier,
Yes.
Ms. Hurst,
Yes.
Mr. Lafreniere,
Yes.
Ms. Plavin,
Yes.
Mr. Swartz,
Yes.
Ms. Ward Layton.
Yes.
15 yeses, the motion passes. The convention stands adjourned. Thank you.